Fatekeeper. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Venture into a handcrafted world where ruins whisper of past cataclysms. Master the art of sword and sorcery and forge your path with relics, spells and choices that shape who you become in this first-person role-playing game. Guys, first and foremost, this game is £6. That's right. You heard me, not 60, 6. And look at it. Look how awesome it is. And it runs great on my 2080. I was able to turn things down, so it looks way better than mine on a 5090 or something. But this is it on my 2080, and I'm very happy with the way it looks. It's breathtaking at times, and I can get 60 frames a second. It does drop a little bit in fights and when there's a lot of fire going on, but my goodness, I was so surprised. The minimum specs are a 3070, which is slightly above what I've got. But if you do have a 2080, then you can run this. Now, it's in early access. It's kind of like a proof of concept, really. You get about 2 hours play. I'm shit, so that's probably about 15 hours for me. There's a lot of graphical settings that you can change, and you can rebind all the controls. I never had any trouble rebinding any of the controls. It just works fine. I'm going to start with the skill tree. The skill tree allows you to spec into melee, crafting such as alchemy, magic. Now with magic you get elemental stuff where you've got wind, where you've got ice and fire and things like that, and there's also pull and push telekinesis stuff going on there. And you can also spec into health, just to build your health up. Now the problem I found with this, and I only got up to 5 skill points, but once you start putting them into, I started putting them into magic. I wanted to go mainly magic with my build. I couldn't put them anywhere else. I wanted to put some into health because I found that I needed a few more health points, and I couldn't. I was kind of locked into magic. I was pressing there's a button that says where you can switch to other aspect. That did nothing for me. So I don't know if that's intentional or a bug, or maybe I was doing it wrong. But I'm kind of locked into magic at the minute, which is horrific. Absolutely horrendous that I'm locked into that. That's just like a game breaker for me completely. Now the combat is really, I find it absolutely brutal. I find it too hard. I mean, I'm not one of these gamers who's scared to admit that they're shit at certain things. I'm not very good at this game at all. I'm not very good at Dark Souls. I despise Souls-like kind of games. I liked Elden Ring, but it wasn't quite Dark Souls, was it? This isn't a Souls-like, but it's very, very brutal. And for me, it's just a little bit too, I think it's with the bonfire system as well, which I'll come to in a second. You have to redo a lot of shit over and over again because you're going to die a lot unless you're, one of these sweaty people. Oh dear. But you know what I mean, though. I mean, a lot of people struggle with these. If you're just like amazing at these kind of games, give yourself a pat on the back, whatever. But I'm shit, really. I keep getting caught out by stuff, and it is clunky as well. That's not an excuse for my lameness, but it has got me killed a few times. The thing I don't like the most about the combat is certain mobs, namely the little spear guys. They'll start their attack. They have this like attack that they'll start, and that's when I kind of dodge, because you kind of used to dodging when an enemy starts their attack animation. But in this, if you do that, you're going to get whacked hard, because what they do is they track you through your dash. You have this dash ability that, like, it's not a teleport, but you dash to the left or the right or backwards or forwards, wherever you're aiming. Very easy to use, but if you time it wrong, they'll hit you. They just track you through the which is bullshit, because the dash is so fast. There's no way they could do that, but they do. In order for you to miss their attack, you have to wait till they've started their swing and they're starting to swing down at you, which is a millisecond. You've got to time it absolutely nailed on, or you're going to get hit. And when you get hit in this game, especially as a clothy mage like me, where I've put nothing in armor, nothing in damage mitigation, and nothing in health, everything's gone into magic. Well, that's a third of my health just gone. So I found it very tough, which was a problem, because, fun and frustration, there's a kind of fine line between them. This became frustration, and I don't want to play a game to be frustrated. I play a game for fun, And when a game gets over into the frustration side, I kind of say, that. And, you know, I'd rather play something that's fun. But I did keep coming back to the combat for another go, and I did enjoy it. I never got stuck on anything. Some fights took 5 or 6 attempts to win, but then I progressed, and, you know, it was nice. In between the big fight, you have these, like, times where you have to fight loads of shit or a boss, but in between them were the most fun parts of the game for me, when you're just fighting 2 or 3 enemies and you're doing that amazing exploration that this game has to offer. It has fantastic exploration, which I'll come to in a second. But back to the combat, you do kind of get used to the clunkiness, getting used to the range of your weapon as well, and learning to use magic as well. I mean, getting the magic in there helps a lot. It slows them down, especially with the frost. So yeah, there's a lot of tools you have at your disposal. It's just learning to use it right. It's a big learning curve, I guess. Also as well, it has a bonfire system like Dark Souls. So if you go to the bonfire and save the game, or if you move to the next level, you don't get your health and mana back. You can be kind of gimped completely on like a fraction of health if that's where you end up at the end of a big grueling battle, and then you go on to the next level and you're having hordes of them come at you again. So there are problems that I found with the game that I didn't like. Now, the things that I did like outweighed that completely. I love the scenarios. I love the graphics. I love the world. It feels like you want to explore it. I was searching every nook and cranny for materials to craft spells and potions and stuff. Not spells, but potions and stuff like that. It's just really fun to play. It's really good to explore. It's so atmospheric. I mean, it oozes atmosphere. Absolutely oozes atmosphere. If this had better combat and wasn't as brutal, it needs difficulty levels, I think. I love all the non-hand holding. I fell off a cliff. I stood next to a cliff, and I swear down I slipped. And I just fell off the cliff, which is great. It felt like the ground kind of gave way on the edge. It was great. I felt to my death. And some of the jumps that you have to make, you've got to be absolutely bang on. None of this hand-holdy bullshit where you will automatically make a jump by pressing the jump key. It doesn't do that. You have to really make them jumps, and some of them are really long jumps from balcony to balcony. So it's not hand-holdy, which I love. There's no kind of markers on where to go. The weather is very linear anyway. But there is certain areas where there's a few different paths go in different directions. I mean, it's very early in I mean, a lot of the things that I'm griping about, there's a lot of that will change anyway. So, you know, getting in now for £6, because this price is going to skyrocket once the game gets more content and starts coming together. I don't know when they've put down as a kind of estimate on when it's going to be released. I would think it has a long, long way to go. But if you want to check it out, it's £6 on Steam. And I think there's definitely £6 worth of entertainment. It looks great. It'll run fine on your system unless you've got an absolutely ancient machine. And apart from a bit of clunk and the kind of brutal combat, if you like that kind of thing, then you'll love this.